Hi everyone, it's me, Teresa McKelvey from the yarn shop around the corner. And as you could probably tell, I'm not in the yarn shop this morning. I will be in just a little bit, but this is kind of my spot in the morning. I like to sit by the window and have my coffee and do my morning devotional time. And as you could tell, my house is still decorated for Christmas and has the lovely Christmas popcorn that Miss Elaine gave Jeff on the mail route. It was delicious, thank you. But anyway, so I putting this on Facebook because I know it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. And so this week when I went back into the shop, after being sick, I had said, oh, I'm so laid back. I'm even getting my coffee here. So we're just going to have a little chat. Whenever you watch this, may not be morning for you, and this may not be just for yarn shop people. This is going on the yarn shop page. This is about the yarn shop, but there's also a little personal message to all of us that unfortunately I learned the hard way. So anyway, let me backtrack. So I said on Tuesday when I got back in the shop, hey, I'm back, and get your pencils and pens, ready, and I'm gonna be doing a video telling you of all the workshops and all the things we're going to be doing. And so the very next day, well, by 2 o'clock that day, I was feeling rough again. I was feeling sick, and so then the next day was kind of hard. Wednesday was hard to get into the shop and to work, and about 2 o'clock I was exhausted. Anyway, I got to thinking about this. So before Christmas, we opened the very almost last day, like September the 24th when we opened, and then October was so full of things, and we had the chunky hand knit blanket, and I had the grand opening, and then I had just a lot. We had the beginning crochet classes, the beginning knitting classes, and then December hits and it's Christmas, and we had so much going on. And then I was meeting and setting the calendar for all of 2022, and I never really realized, and then I get sick. And I truly believe I got sick because, well, one, that happens. You get around, children, my grandkids, you get around people, my grandkid, and we share things with each other. That's just normal. And so I know that I got sick because of that, but I think I got so sick because I was going at a pace that I could not sustain. And I started getting I always get depressed when I get sick. And I think that's kind of normal when you're down and out and you don't feel good and you can't get out and do all the things that you think you want to go do. It's easy to get, depressed. So I think that I was a normal sick depression, but then I started really thinking about, gosh, I'm not really enjoying this. And then the yarn shop. And then I was thinking, well, Teresa, are you supposed to enjoy, it's supposed to be work, it's, if you want it to be successful, then you have to give it your all. And life is not, all about enjoying, who told you that you're supposed to, enjoy everything? How blessed you are and how lucky you are that you get to open your very own shop and work in it every day. How the heck could you, with a straight face go, well, this isn't fun? I mean, how many people get to choose what they get up to go and do each day? So I kind of, let myself, okay, you need to get your mind in the right space and think about this. And I realized that denying that I'm overstressed and denying that I'm pushing myself too hard is, no one is holding a sword. No one is holding me accountable to what I'm doing at the yarn shop but myself. And so no one's putting pressure on me but myself. And if the yarn shop is not working how I want it to work or how I need it to work at this certain time in my life to match with my home life and my grandchild and my children and all the things that are my husband, all the things that are important to me, then it's my responsibility to fix that. And so, sorry, my dogs are barking. They love to go out first thing in the morning, and for some reason, everything is amazing and new, and they bark at everything. That's Jackson, the little one. But anyway, um, so I sort of sat back and said, okay, who am I doing this for? Well, I'm doing it for me. I wanted to meet people, but I also am doing it for all of the people who enjoy the same craft as I did. I wanted to create a space for people to learn something that is an old skill, I guess. You know, crochet and knitting has been around for a long time, and so I wanted to pass down that skill. I wanted to create a place where people that are like-minded, that like to craft on anything, could come together and meet each other. And I wanted to be a place where you could learn about yarn and buy some yarn and pick it up and sit down with it for a couple of hours. Like, you know, when you used, when you used to be able to go in a bookstore and sit there for a while and basically really look through the book to see if you wanted it. Well, I kind of wanted it that way with the yarn, where you can kind of like hold it and match it up with other yarns and look at all the different patterns and think about what you want to do with it. Just a space where it's basically what people who have yarn, who like to work with yarn, do at home, but you do it with other people, so you can kind of brainstorm and go, oh yeah, this color would look good, or oh hey, what pattern should I do with this? Oh, I know I think things in a very romantic view, but that's what I wanted. I wanted a place where like-minded people could get together and enjoy their craft and hobby, and to spread that craft and hobby to others. And what I ended up doing, and I see this is getting a long video, so I'm going to try to hurry up, but what I ended up doing was thinking, in order to be successful, which, I mean, I've opened a business, I've put an investment in this, I do need it to be successful, but in order to be successful, I felt I needed to always know what's the right yarn to have in and have it in all the time. And every person that comes in, I need to order exactly what they're asking for and have all the classes available. And even as I'm talking, that's the sense of urgency I felt. And as each person came in, if they said, I'm looking for a blue, and it would be a certain blue, and if I didn't have it, I would think, oh my gosh, what a failure I am. I'm just failing. So I put all this pressure on myself, and I put all this expectation to perform at a certain level and to have the shop meet all needs and do all things. You can't see, I got my hands going everywhere, but anyway, that it took all of the, not only did it take all the joy out of it for me, but it took my physical strength away from me. I just had nothing left. When I come home at the end of the day, I had nothing left for my family. And that's when I said, okay, you are blessed enough to have opened up your own yarn shop. Are you really honoring your family and God with the blessing that you have by the way that you're doing things? And I had to really sit back and say, because when I got back to the shop on Tuesday, I just went right back into it, knowing all along that I just really wanted to go at a slower pace. I don't have to do everything right outside the gate. I hope that people will understand that I'm trying to learn about yarns. I'm trying to get more in here. I don't have an unlimited budget, so I have to choose wisely and I have to think about what's going to sell. There's minimums. You can't just go buy a little bit. There's each yarn company has, a minimum purchase, especially the first time, and usually it's pretty big. So there's things that I'm like, I need to just stop and realize that, yes, I want to do these classes, but then when I can't do a class every month. It's wearing me out, and it takes a lot of effort and ordering and so I say all this to say that I'm going to try to slow down at the yarn shop. I hope that you will all still come there. I hope you all still find it a place of value and that you enjoy it. And I do want to put on some workshops. We have some fun things, but I think for me, at least this right out of the gate, I haven't been over my first year. I really got to slow it down some to give a little bit more back to my family and a little bit more back to myself. Meaning my space, my mind, my sense of my peace, my inner joy. I need to calm it down a little bit. And so there will be workshops, there will be things. I do want you to be excited about the shop. I do want you coming to the shop. I don't want it to be something where, I only see, people like once a week come in. I don't want to be like, I do want it to be your place. But I also need to do something that fits in better with the instructors, the people that are helping me run it, and with my own family. So anyway, I think that this relates to all of us in so many different areas of our life, which is why I'm putting this on my YouTube channel, because y'all know I'm all about if I learn something, I want to pass it on. But sometimes we do need to slow down, and we need to realize that some of the stresses and some of the expectations that we're putting on ourselves, are they really necessary for success in whatever area? And I really thought, okay, in order to be successful, I have to go at this 100% of the time and put 100% of me in this all the time. And I'm not so sure that that is true. I think that the shop can still be successful with me putting more realistic expectations of myself instead of going so hard, getting burnout. Then I'm useless for everyone. My whole family didn't have Christmas. They all had it, but Jeff and I didn't. We didn't see them for Christmas. We didn't do New Year's, and my oldest son's birthday is on New Year's Eve, and so there was no celebrating, no seeing anyone, and that was all due to we both had severe case of bronchitis, and so I just don't want to continue that way. And yet I do want to do my best, and I want people to enjoy the shop, and I want it to be successful. And so there's a balance there that I think I need to do. So for a while, for January and February, we're just going to be yarn shop. No classes, no anything extra. We'll do Fiber Fridays, of course, and that's every Friday 10 to 12. And come in and meet people and hang out together. There's no pressure on that. All I have to do is open the shop, which is what I do all the time. So, and I really enjoy those. Those days are the days that I go, this is what I'm doing the shop for. Seeing people meet each other and talk about their craft, and that's all it is. It's just time to enjoy each other. And so there will still be days when we have the knitting instructor and the crochet instructor in the shop to help with any kind of things that you can, problems or questions that you have. And those will be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And if you can send me a message to the shop, I can make sure they're there. I hate for them to come in and then, no one comes in that day. Not that they don't mind, because they enjoy sitting down knitting and crocheting. But if you can, send me a message, let me know, hey, I'm coming in. I need a little, instruction. I'll make sure that they're there and available. I'm sorry, my background's all just a mess. This was on my mind and heart, and this is beginning to be, a really, really long video. It's probably going to take forever to upload it. But anyway, I hope that you all have a great day. I hope that I know you will understand. I know that you all know my heart, and that I want to do the best, but I also want to still be alive at the end of the day, you know, to enjoy my life. So I know I sound poor, pitiful Teresa, but let's give each other grace. You know, everyone in their situation feels how they feel. And to some people, some of their problems seem really, so sorry, or, you know, I got real life problems over here. But to each person, their reality, their situation is real to them. And it's, we have to honor each other, honor where we each are, and no one is better or worse than anyone else. And so, you know, I hope that if all this video is to help anyone other than me, just to solidify what it is that I'm trying to do and who I'm trying to be and what I need to do, I hope that it reminds you to slow down your pace, to take a look at your pace and make sure that it is working for you and for the people that you want it to work for. And if owning, you know, a yarn shop is so that I can make more money to spend more time with my grandkid, and yet all my time is at the shop and I never see my grandkid, then, you know, is it worth what I'm doing? And that's just my way of saying things. Anyway, I hope that you all have a great day. Thanks for letting me ramble on, and I can't wait to see you in the yarn shop, and let's have a chat about yarn. Okay, bye.